World Archery TV. They'll be going for the gold right now. Recurve mixed team competition. In this format, we'll have 4 sets, 4 arrows per set, 2 arrows per archer, 1 male, 1 female. Now 2 points are awarded to the team that wins a set, 1 point if they tie, and the first team to 5 points. Not 6 points, but 5 points determines the outcome. So let's take a look at the team from Switzerland. We're already ready to go. And there we go. On your screen on the left, Iliana Dunnikin, 19 years old and unranked. So Iliana, 19 years old and unranked, teamed up with Florian Faber, who will turn 17 next month, also unranked. And they are up against a team from Mexico, which is very experienced and features Aida Roman, who's already been out here once and won her match in a thrilling shoot-off with Lisa Unruh of Germany. How much of an advantage, Hilda, to be already out here once and already know the lay of the land?
Well, given that I think the Swiss team is quite inexperienced, I think the fact that they've been out here, so the Ida's been out, she knows what it's like. She knows if there are any differences to the practice field, she'll be able to tell her teammate those, because sometimes that can happen. There's a shift one direction or another from the practice field. Here, the conditions are very still, so probably not going to play into this a lot. But if you're in another venue where there's quite a lot of wind, then you can get some variability from the practice field to the main field.
Aida Roman, bolstered by the victory that she scored this morning, feeling good, a lot of confidence, I'm sure. She's teaming up with Luis Eduardo Velez. So there's the duo from Mexico. Luis Eduardo Velez, 28 years old, ranked 42nd in the world, has been ranked as high as 22nd back in 2005. Interesting story behind Luis, which we'll get into in just a moment or so. But first, let's focus in on Aida Roman's first shot here in mixed team play. So now, Iliana Dunnikin, 19 years old, unranked, and almost off the charts. Feeling those blues. Can only imagine how much adrenaline is pumping through their veins right now. These young kids out here in a World Cup final, representing their country. And while Mexico's first 2 shots weren't exactly right on target, they still have the lead here in the first set. Velez improves on that 8 on his first shot. Aida hoping to do the same. Roman, another 9. But a solid performance in that first set for the Mexican duo. Dunnikin, direct hit. And Faber follows up with another direct hit. Not enough to win the set, but impressive, and gives them a confidence boost. So Mexico with a 2-0 lead after that first set, but the Swiss team working out the jitters after those opening 2 shots.
Absolutely, those 2 great shots there.
Faber on the left, Danico on the right. Neither one of them 20 years old yet, but here they are in the World Cup gold medal match. And a little bit of a fist bump right there. Getting back to Luis Eduardo Velez, his grandfather competed in the Munich Olympic Games, and then 40 years later, his grandson, Luis Eduardo, was on the team that reached the bronze medal match against South Korea in London at the Summer Games of 2012 in London. Now, did you have a front row seat there, Hilda, or you were busy probably? I imagine running around quite a bit.
Yeah, it was front row, but it wasn't exactly a seat.
You got to see some great matches.
I got to see lots of great matches. And like here, quite a number of those went to shoot-offs.
During the next break between sets, I want to find out which match is the one that stays with you the longest. Hold that thought. Danico sees it drift up high. And Faber's drifts low to the right. Don't see the wind picking up necessarily. So it's not a wind-related issue. Mexico, the 2-point edge. That clock rolling. Switzerland with about 30 seconds to get these last 2 shots off. And Danico doesn't want to leave her partner with very little time. He'll have about 15 seconds when he gets up to the shooting line. So not all the time in the world. Some people do perform better under the gun, though. And with about 4 seconds left on the clock, Faber lets it fly and scores 8 more points for Switzerland. Velez improving on his first shot of the set. And Aida with plenty of time. Exhales, draws it back, drills it. Aida Roman trying to pick up the medal here. She'll be in the semifinals this afternoon, vying for more hardware here at the World Cup Finals. Hilda Gibson of Great Britain joining us here on World Archery TV today. Let's go back to what we were talking about a moment ago, Hilda. Lord's Cricket and the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. What's the greatest memory you took away from that event?
I think it would be the men's team final. And that was Italy and the US, and just that was a really close match, and you couldn't call it. And it was a very good match.
Went down to that final shot.
Absolutely, yeah.
And decided, and the Italians able to come away with a 1-point victory. Although Team USA, I think, very proud of their silver medal performance. They had beaten Korea to get to that gold medal match, and so that was a great accomplishment in and of itself.
It was, and I think that, and because of that, going into that match, most people would have put their money on the US rather than the Italians, but the Italians held in there and then came back.
right now. Switzerland dreaming of a comeback against Mexico. Mexico leading it 4-0 on set points. Aida Roman, Eduardo Velez. And Switzerland to shoot first, and they're out parking in the suburbs again. Kind of like a coach I know who says to his athletes, when you go to the shopping mall, where do you want to park? Do you want to park near the front door of the mall, or do you want to park way out there and have to walk that distance? And the smart ones say, I want to park near the front door, yes. You don't want to be parking in the suburbs. In the red zone. A very composed Aida Roman. Full draw. Yeah. There's the release. There's the splashdown right in the centering. Shooting with a great deal of confidence. Aida Roman. Now back to Danico, who finished 33rd at the European Outdoor Championships in Armenia and was 57th at Stage 4 in Wrocław, Poland this year.
Nine. Good.
Mexico leading 4-0 in the match, trying to make it a clean sweep in 3 straight sets, and they can do that on this shot from Aida Roman. The silver medalist from the London Olympic Games. And she finishes it off. It is all over, and in very workmanlike style, Mexico takes care of business, and it's a gold medal for Mexico. Aida Roman and Luis Eduardo Velez teaming up to win the mixed team gold medal against the wild card team from Switzerland. 2 youngsters who I'm sure will long remember this day and this match. They didn't come away with a victory. They will come away with a silver medal, and they'll come away, I think, even more, Hilda, with memories.
With memories and experience, so that next time they go into a World Cup match, you know, when they're in their elimination matches, they'll have that experience behind them. So they've done something that, you know, is one step up. That helps when they're going to those elimination matches, and who knows, they may make it to a finals at some point.
And there is no substitute for experience. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you haven't been there before, that talent may not get you through.